Yeah, what's good, gang? YouTube, Twitch, IG, TikTok, whatever. You feel what I'm saying? Been a minute since I just made a vid where I'm just chopping it up. Um, some light and some quick. You know what I'm saying? There's something that been on my heart. You feel me? Something that I'm personally going through. Something I'm dealing with. You know how I go, relationship problem, but it's deeper than that. And I believe I'm dealing with this relationship problem, and I'm dealing with these problems at hand due to, you know, the Most High really been on my head for a long time to be more out there. You know what I'm saying? I do it a lot, but I'm the type of person like if I help you, if I do something for you, all my good deeds they go unseen because I was taught the reward for doing something good is doing something good. You get what I'm saying? Like I ain't looking for no shine from it. I don't bring it up. You feel me? Sometimes I do feel unappreciated, or I feel like, dang, why I go so hard for people, but I don't get that back. Story of our life. I'm pretty sure there's a couple of us that feel like that. You get what I'm saying? So with that being said, I move in righteousness a lot. I do my wrongs. You know what I'm saying? I do my wrongs. Nobody perfect. I came up how I came up. You know what I'm saying? Made the moves that I made, but for the most part, I move in righteousness. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, behind closed doors, man, I give the person a shirt off my back, and I ain't got nothing up under the shirt. You know what I'm saying? I done been homeless and gave somebody my last five because I feel like they needed it more than I did, and I feel like because I'm so blessed, because I'm so different, that I'm gonna run across before the day over with. I'm gonna run back across it, so I'm okay. You know what I'm saying? I'm okay with facing, with everything facing against me. A lot of people they can't move in that small area. You know, so I'm good in that area. You feel me? So I believe a lot of things that I'm going through right now, the things that I'm dealing with right now, is because I thought me being in the shadows, you know what I'm saying, me going unheard, unseen, unknown. Cause I ain't really like the internet type. You feel what I'm saying? Like I ain't got no gimmicks. I ain't finna hop on here with like no special talent. I ain't finna rap to you. I ain't finna sing to you. I don't keep up with a lot. You know what I'm saying? I started my little YouTube page, and I thought I was gonna comment on this, on that, and a lot of things happen so fast. I'm just like, you get what I'm saying? Like, so that type time. But I feel like these messages that comes to me, I don't share them. I don't speak them, even if I'm not politically whatever. You know what I'm trying to say, man. Even if I'm not politically correct or whatever, you dig what I'm saying? Um, I still feel like I should share it. That's what the Most High keep telling me. Share it anyway. You know what I'm saying? And it's something I wanted to share with everybody. I ain't got a lot of viewers. I ain't got a lot of followers. You dig what I'm saying? I feel like that one person gonna see this, one person gonna hear this, and hopefully it'll spread. I want y'all to understand something. This is not a spiritual war. There is no spiritual war. You won the spiritual war already. Like who we are the spirit. You get what I'm saying? This is a physical war. This is why we trap. This is why we don't understand a lot. This is why we go through what we go through. It's not the spiritual. The spirit is that voice you hear in your head when you know what you're doing isn't right. The spirit is the voice you hear, or the dreams that you see when you alone, and you're greater than what you are, and you got dreams and you got aspirations, and when you build all of that, that's the spirit. There's no war on your spirit. This is a physical war, and it always have been a physical war. You get what I'm saying? Like as adults, as grown people, it seems like we grow up and we still like to believe in the boogeyman. You know, we can talk about I hope this ain't messed up my what I'm saying, but we can talk about different creatures, ghosts, whatever. That's cool, man. You know what I'm saying? We can talk about the what they call them, Anunnakis and aliens. That's cool, man. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the reptilians. That's cool, man. You know, all that. That's cool. But this is what I'm saying. We walk out the house every day and we see nothing but human beings and domestic animals, depending on where you stay at. If everything was so bad, if everything was what they said it was, why it's not dominant? See, I come from a dominant background. I come up in a dominant era. So this is what I'm saying. If I am a creature, if I'm a being that's way more powerful than you, I'm not moving in the shadows. You're gonna see me. Unless we just on some type of trance, as they say, and we can't see what's in front of us, you're gonna see me. The only thing that we know on our level of existence that we blatantly see, like I ain't talking about in the shadows. I ain't talking about every time you see an old video, it's all foggy. Like, man, it's 2026, man. I'm on all type of apps right now. You can see me. You can hear me clearly. You get what I'm saying? If I did something wrong right now and they wanted to use this in court, this video clearly shows me. We ain't gotta, we ain't got a second guess. We ain't, nah, man, you see me. So when it comes to all these other things in the spiritual world and all that, that's cool. But we dominate here. This is a physical war. And that's why they want to keep us physically confused. Think about it. When they tell you the food ain't healthy. You know what I'm saying? All these meds that's being pushed. Get what I'm saying? The drugs, the alcohol, the sex, all different types of things. Everything is physical. Then they work on your physical mind and make you feel like a lot's wrong with you, and it's not. This is not a spiritual war. It's a physical war. Physical discipline will take you a long way. You know what I'm saying? And I just wanted to say that. I just wanted to share that because it's like we crash out, man. We run from so much. You get what I'm saying? When it comes to this life, man, let me tell you something. I don't care if you're 80 years old right now or if you're 8 years old. This system been this system long before you got here. When it comes to these jobs, when it comes to all these things, when it comes to money, man, listen. As long as you're alive, money is gonna be here. You get what I'm saying? As long as you can stand on your 2 feet, somebody gonna hire you. As long as you got a job, these complexes, these houses, these skyscrapers, these whatever, man, they gon' let you move in them. It's created for you to slave for. Nobody's gonna deny you as a slave. So long as you do what you gotta do to get it, you're gonna always have it. This is not something you sacrifice your happiness for. This is not something you sacrifice love for. You get what I'm saying? If you in a relationship right now, y'all ain't got the most money, don't let that break your bond. You feel me? If you done laid down and had kids for somebody, unless they just completely treat you foul, don't let statistics and with society show you break you apart. Like it's not a coincidence that more poor people don't have same parent homes. You know what I'm saying? It's not by mistake that women can't find real love, especially black women. You know what I'm saying? That's not by mistake. This is designed for you not to believe in your counterpart, the one that's identical to you. They don't want you to. We gotta go back to choosing Most High. We gotta go back to choosing Love. Because when you look back at those times, that's when there was a blatant attack on the people. When you really push peace, that's when they stop hiding and they come straight for you. So I can understand why a lot of people, fear to do right. I understand why a lot of people fear to be disciplined. Because when you choose that, that's when you're the enemy. You get what I'm saying? That's when it seems like everything's going to go wrong. You get what I'm saying? You feel me? So it's like when everything is going against you, that's when you're doing right. That's when, we all want to be successful, but we don't understand. We think success come easy. We think the grind is what's gonna get you to success. Your work ethic is your work ethic. You choose how to work. You know what I mean? Like you choose your lane to get the things you want. Just because you walking out the house every day, busting your back at that 9 to 5, don't mean you're gonna be rich. Just because you walk out the house every day and you hit that trap, you go to that strip club. I don't care if you're a street walker. You could grind your ass off, man. That don't mean you fit to be successful. Because you can do all that and hit a brick wall. What you gonna do when you hit this brick wall? If you really love a person, if you really want somebody to love you for you, you just can't turn your back on that person. You know what I mean? When you hit that brick wall, that means you doing something right. When they talk about secret societies and they talk about the industry, that's cool. They do what they do to get to where they at. In order to be a part of that, you got to do certain things. But that's not just them. That's everything in life. If you want a wife, bro, you can't be one of these dudes who think they pee, but you want a real relationship. That ain't how that shit go. If you want a man, you can't play the role that these fake celebrities feed you and think you're gonna get a man because you're not them. Nobody pays you to do that. You get what I'm saying? It looks sweet, but nobody pays you to do that. So what I'm saying is this: even if you don't believe in Christianity, right? Whatever your religion is, whoever your God is, whatever their name is, whatever. I bet you it's the same story. So we just gonna use the Son of God to keep this real simple and to keep this in simpler terms. We're not gonna even say no name. But in America, and even though Christianity, I think Christianity is like the most popular religion. So even in other places, if they study Christianity, you know what name. You know what I'm saying? And I hope this don't get flagged. I hope this don't get took down. We know the name, Jesus. However you feel, if you super woke, if you sleep, if you're religious, if you're an atheist, we all can agree. You have Michael Jackson, Mike Tyson, Michael Jordan, right? Who else said? Mike Tyson, Michael Jordan, Michael Jackson. You can say Elvis Presley. You know what I'm saying? Tupac. You get what I'm saying? This is all I'm saying. Beyonce. And at the top of that food chain, when it comes to one of the biggest, the all of all, what name carries one of the biggest popularity? Popularity has the most popularity. What name carries the most power in America? It's Jesus. When it comes to religions, he is the Goku of religions. I'm not here to be spiritual. I'm not here to be religious. I'm just showing you something. I'm just kind of keeping it basic. You feel what I'm saying? I want everybody to understand. We just keeping it basic. So before we're not trying to get into religion. We're not trying to get into all of this. I'm just saying if you come up when I came up. So if you're watching this video, most likely you came up before me or after me. Means you was here with me. Period. So what I'm saying in my reality, the Goku of religions, the God of gods, you know, it's the Holy Trinity. God, whatever. Jesus Christ. That's what it is. You can get into everything else on your own time. I'm just trying to make a point. So we know how the story goes. The Son of God, Jesus Christ. You feel me? When you read that book, it don't matter if it's the truth, if it's not. That's not what we're talking about. That's the most popular book in this world right now. I don't care what nobody say. The Bible. So this is what I'm saying. When you read that Bible and you read the story of man, when you read the story of the Son of God, this man wife was considered, you know, a 3 or 4. You get what I'm saying? A streetwalker. I ain't saying that's exactly what she did, but they looked at her as, I don't know if I get flagged for saying this, but forget it. They look at her as a whore. That's what they, read the story, whatever. That's how they judged her. He had 12 disciples. These was broke people. They wasn't 12 kings. They wasn't 12 angels. They wasn't 12, they was poor. They were poor men. You know what I'm saying? They were warriors. They looked at Jesus as a criminal. This is the Son of God that we're talking about. This is how the story goes. He died next to a thief, I think, a murderer. I'm not sure, but I can't, I'm kind of clouded, but I grew up in the church. But he died next to 2 criminals. They nailed him to a cross. This is the son of the creator of all. This is how the story goes. I say all that to say this. What are your expectations? If that's the Son of God and he went through that, what you think on your plate? See, we ain't got to get deep into all that other stuff, man. Because that's the story with every other religion, every other God. Sacrifice has always been the highest, the most valuable currency of life. Sacrifice. If you're not willing to make sacrifice, you're not gonna have none of the things that you want. Everything that you want in life requires sacrifice. I don't care what you believe in. I don't care what God you follow. I don't care what you, I'm talking about, man. You could be an athlete. That shit requires hard work, discipline, and sacrifice. You can be a gangster. It still requires sacrifice because you put yourself on the line every day. You can be a 3 or 4. You can be dancing in the club. That shit requires sacrifice. You have to sacrifice your dignity, your morals. You have to entertain people you might not even find entertainable. You know what I mean? That's a word. But if you're not willing to make sacrifice, nothing is gonna go right for you. A lot of y'all, man, y'all ain't got nothing going. Y'all not educated. Y'all ain't got no skill. Y'all ain't got no talent. Y'all ain't trying to attach yourself to nothing to move to the next level. But you in a relationship with somebody you say you love. But you'll go against them. You'll turn your back on them. And that's crazy to me because as a human being that have no place in this world, like your parents didn't raise you to be nothing special. The most valuable thing to some of you is your counterpart that you wake up and look at every day. And you take that for granted. Time's gonna get hard with whatever you do. You're only gonna be successful at anything is unless you're disciplined and you're willing to give sacrifice. If you're not willing to sacrifice, you're not gonna have nothing. That's just the law of the universe. You have to give to get. In order to matter, the universe have to matter to you. You get what I'm saying? It's not diamonds, it's not oil, it's not gold, it's not silver, it's not paper money, it's not digital money. It's sacrifice. It's sacrifice. I don't even like right now. I don't have people watching this stream. I don't have people on YouTube. Nothing is like when I put this video out, man. It might get 1 or 2 views. But the sacrifice of me taking the time to say this, to share this as if it was thousands of people watching me right now. That's the sacrifice. You get what I'm saying? So I'm just saying all of that to say this, man. We gotta choose the Most High again. We gotta choose love. We gotta choose discipline. We gotta choose sacrifice. Don't turn on people who stand for you through the worst of times. And when you get to a spot of whatever, you feel like, nah, let me turn my back on you. You get what I'm saying? You know, choose to do the right thing, man. If you got kids by somebody, if you know that man not a bad father, let him be the father he want to be. If you got a woman that laid down and almost lost her life to give life that came from you, then be a man and hold those situations down. If you got goals in life to have certain things, understand, bro, you gotta give up all the BS for a good little minute and focus and get more locked in on what it is you want to do. Then worry about the rewards later. You know, you gotta sacrifice, man. This is a physical war. It's not a spiritual war. They want you to think it's a spiritual war because that keeps you out the loop. If you believe in the Most High, if you really have a heart, if you really are men of religion, women of religion, and it's not even about religion, if you just men of whatever you believe in, women of whatever it is that you believe in, when you say this is a spiritual war, I don't believe you believe in it. Because to say it's a spiritual war, mean you have already lost yourself. Because if this was a spiritual war, we already won. You can't sell something or you can't lose something that never belonged to you. We are all of one. We all share a spirit. The ones that share a spirit, we share a spirit. We share a soul. So this is not a spiritual war. This is very much a physical war because that's the only thing that separates us. If we are more locked in physical the way we are locked in spiritual, we'll be undefeated. This is a physical war. It was never spiritual. You know? And I'm old enough, but young enough where I can look at this world, this dimension, and I can tell you, man, we've grown weak and we're strong at the same time. See, they can never stop us, period. Whoever they are, but you know what I'm saying? Nothing can never stop us but ourselves. That's why we must always be confused. It's not a spiritual war. It's very much a physical war. And I just want y'all to know that. If you don't add nothing to your bag, add discipline and sacrifice. Because if you're not willing to make the two, you're always gonna be lonely. I don't care how many relationships you get in. You'll never be in a relationship you want to be in. If you're not willing to make sacrifice, if you're not willing to be disciplined, you never make that money you want to make. You will never be that star that you want to be. There's a blueprint to everything. Nobody is bigger than the program. Nobody's bigger than the system. And when you go against it, or when you choose not to follow it and think you're gonna get the rewards you want to get, you're not. You're not. Start making the decisions you don't want to make. Start doing what you know is right, but it don't feel right. Because feelings are just feelings. We were here to master our feelings. You get what I'm saying? You gotta become a shooter. You feel me? Huh? So when we talk about even though this is off topic, but when we talk about the Kobe, the Jordan, the LeBrons, the difference is instead of making that pass, they're shooters. You dig what I'm saying? In life, you got to be a shooter. For your relationship, you got to be a shooter. For your kids, you got to be a shooter. For your life dreams, your goals, you have to be a shooter. Your emotions, the things that you feel, you have to be a shooter. You can't hesitate on you. You got to shoot, or you'll never be what you want to be, man. You'll never be where you want to be. You get what I'm saying? Because you're not making the right sacrifices. You're not being disciplined. You get what I'm saying? You just want to do what everybody else do and think the outcome is gonna be the same, and it's not. You get what I'm saying? So I just wanted to share that because I feel like I done been through so much in just the last 3 to 4 years, And you know, I can get on here and say this, but then myself, I don't do it. I realize like when this come to my mind, I gotta be a shooter. I don't care how people receive it. I don't care if you agree with it, if you feel it, or if you don't, but I have to be a shooter. I have to say it. That's what the Most High put on my heart. He's tired of me being quiet. You know what I mean? No matter what situation I'm in, no matter what I'm going through, you feel me? I always come out on top. I done been in some of the darkest places that people can only imagine. And I have always been me. Unbothered, unmoved. Cause I walk. You dig what I'm saying? I walk with them. People listen. Him, her, it, whatever it is. I keep it right here. You get what I'm saying? So it's like I'm so blessed. I'm overly blessed. I know I'm favored. And I keep my mouth closed about it. And I shouldn't. Whatever's on my heart, whatever comes to me, whatever I feel like I'm supposed to share, but I shy away from it because I really don't want to be on camera. I really don't, you know, like that just ain't me. I don't think people gonna take it how it's supposed to be taken, whatever. It don't none of that matters. When that ball hits my hand, I supposed to shoot unconsciously. The game is on the line. Shoot the ball. That's what the Most High want me to do. So I just wanted to share that with y'all. I needed y'all to know that it's not a spiritual war. It never was. We already won spiritually. We all have a soul. We all have a conscience. We already won. This is a physical war. Everything that goes wrong in this world is physically. They are physically trying to trick the mind to take over the body because it's the temple of the Most High. We look at the Most High every day. They say when you see the Most High, you will perish. No, your ignorance will perish. You will definitely live on. So, you know, again, it's not a spiritual war. We already locked in spiritually. You ain't gotta be the greatest person in the world. If you wake up and you take a breath every day, you're already locked in spiritually. This is very much a physical war. And we have to become more disciplined physically. You dig what I'm saying? We gotta start making sacrifices for the correct things so we can see what it is we want to see come back to us. You know? Like I said, I've been here for a minute. For me to be here this long and continue to look at life and repeat the same thing means I'm a fool. A lot of us are fools, and we just don't say that. We look in the mirror and we try to be everything else. You know, get your hair done, get your makeup done, get your lashes done. You know, your body tea. You think you're a baddie? You're a fool. Put the jewelry on. You know what I'm saying? Got the money. You know what? You think you that dude? You's a fool. You done went to college. You done graduated. You part of a fraternity, sorority. You doing your thing. You think you upstanding person, and then you's a fool. Cause the simple things in life, you just continue to fail at, and it makes you just as average as everybody else. So none of them accolades mean nothing. And when you go in that dirt, nothing comes with you. This is a physical war, and we have to understand that, and we need to acknowledge that, and we need to do better. But I just wanted to share that with y'all, man. Y'all be good. Go get y'all a bag, man. Rate a bag.